There was once a young boy who chose Pete the Cat as a book report project in high school. Many would question his decision, but in the end he managed to achieve his goal of a good grade. Then one day, the boy's teacher told his class that they would be making slideshows on one of the classics. On that day, the boy, always striving to choose the most entertaining option, thought, "Do you know what'd be really funny?" And so the boy chose War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. That boy was an idiot. Sun Tzu, Art of War.
For those of you that don't know the book War and Peace, it follows several fictional characters during Napoleon's invasion of Russia in 1812. Now, that may sound exciting, but when you realize that this book is over 500,000 words, some of which are French, and the audiobook is over 60 hours long, you know that if you read this book, you are willingly setting yourself on fire because there is no possible way your brain will survive until the end. Trust me, I know. The person who wrote the book was probably sadistic, but apart from that, he lived a high-class lifestyle. Born into a well-known family of Russian nobility, Leo Tolstoy lost both of his parents by the time he was 9, and as an adult lost 5 children. On top of all this, he was a Christian anarchist, and as his beliefs became more radical, his wife pretty much just left him. Now, it might seem like this guy had a really sad life, but I left out a lot of stuff, so this video could be PG. For now, let's just say he was kind of messed up. At least he's got a sick beard, though. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but this guy basically had a full-on supervillain backstory. Like, if he showed up in the next Batman movie, I wouldn't even be surprised. Now, I would explain the premise of the book, but there are several characters, and it would probably end up as a full-blown novel, so this is a super simplified version of what it is. So basically, a rich dude dies and has a now rich son who everyone wants to marry or have their daughters marry so they can be rich too. So they have a lot of dinner parties, but then there's this guy who's also rich, but he doesn't care about the other rich guys. So he goes to war and then comes back to more dinner parties. And then the other rich guy is trying to keep his fortune and all the other rich guy friends are going to war, but then dinner parties. And then rich guy son of the dead guy finds someone he likes, but then another rich guy decides he needs to be richer, so he gets a divorce and gets remarried only to become a bigger, richer guy. Whew. Yeah, I had an aneurysm reading that one too. But to compare the author's life and the book, he probably went to a lot of dinner parties as well because he was also Russian nobility. And a lot of the experiences in the book were most likely like many of the experiences he had, just modified and adjusted for a better story experience. Now, to revive your now lost brain cells, I present to you one absolutely, completely accurate, and incredibly written review on War and Peace. Nary Lee, a literary master, says, spoiler alert! Personally, I really did like this prequel to Pride and Prejudice, but I had a few issues with it. Firstly, there was no foreshadowing regarding Ariana Grande's ascension to godly status. For most of the book, she was just a background character, and then all of a sudden she killed Thor and became the god of thunder? There was no character development. It really felt like the 8th season of Game of Thrones all over again when Frodo threw the ring into the Death Star. I was excited to learn the secret recipe for the Krabby Patty, only to be rendered to tears during the poignant side plot where Mr. Krabs battles drugs and crippling depression to overcome his cannibalistic instincts. The accident where Thomas the Tank Engine ran over Thanos that caused a chain of thrilling assassinations kept me on the edge of my seat throughout the entire book. My personal favorite was when the mobster group, Paw Patrol, assassinated Barry B. Benson, which led to the 9 Years' War between elves and the poor deviant androids that just wanted to be free. Overall, the book was too short. Oh wait, 1 second, there's another line. Tolstoy, hurry up and write the next Harry Potter book. Also, the Teletubbies died in Endgame. Wait, I haven't seen that yet!